I'm on Lake Nokomis in Minneapolis. Today is June 23rd, and normally you don't use a phone when you're on a kayak for reasons that are probably pretty obvious, but I decided I really want to document this. The lake is flooded higher than it's ever been before, so I'm going to see if I can spin this around. Well, I guess this will work. So right now, that is the bicycle path up there. The walking path is back that way somewhere. So I am actually paddling over the walking path. So I guess I'm going to go back over the walking path and then I'll start recording again. So the Lake Nokomis walking path is underneath me, or at least very close to it. Officially, this is the pedestrian area right here, and the area in between here and those pedestrians over there is officially lawn, just not right now. The last time I was out here, I needed snowshoes as I went walking across the lake and up the long way, and learned how much water you can have under snow, which is kind of fun. And now we have lots of water that's over grass. So just in case, in some future date, nobody believes it was really this high. Yes it was. Well, if you didn't believe me, that is a street light. And I'll get close up there. It's got some kind of entertaining. Well, you'll figure out what it is in a bit. So, what is that object up ahead? That wooden bunch of boards sticking up out of the water? Yes, in case you're in any doubt yet that I'm on a walking path, this is a park bench. That much underwater. And those are the airplanes that make it really, really hard to record something at this time of day, but that's pretty normal out here around 7:30 or so at night. So out there is what the lake normally contains itself. By the way, there is no way to paddle a kayak very readily and hold up a cell phone and try to record. It is definitely a two-handed activity. That's just why it's probably not the best idea to have the cell phone out here. Ooh, tree down. Yeah, there's the parking lot. Almost, the water almost reaches all the way to the parking lot. So these bridges, the wooden one is the walking path, and the stone one is the bicycle path going around the lake. And normally you can go under these, not just without having to duck, but you don't have to change the way you're paddling because they're that low. So that's how much higher they are. And so let's go in here. You can kind of see the pile of sandbags have gone on top of the gate that stops Lake Nokomis from connecting up to Minnehaha Creek. So I can't even see the gate, and so it's kind of past the gate into the sandbags. I assume that the idea is to try and keep the zebra mussels in Minnehaha Creek from getting into Lake Nokomis. I think it hasn't been contaminated yet, though. Officially it is because it's part of the Minnehaha Creek watershed. And there go those bloody planes again. Alright. So the park board has put yellow caution tape in front of the playground equipment, which normally is well away from the water, but I see lots of people up there. There we go. Trying not to lose my phone. And I can't really focus. Well, take my word for it. There's a bunch of people up there. The swing beach is... Yeah, I'm not sure if it's open or not. I see the yellow tape, but there's people out there. If you're local, like you're in or near Minneapolis, looks like people are using the beach, even though I'm not sure it's technically open. And the picnic area up there seems to be quite busy with people, so I guess to all intents and purposes the park is open. My kayak is taking me at a strange angle for trying to film over there. Okay, not sure how visible this is, but the grass you see down there, if you can see it, that's normally dry land. That gives you another idea of just how flooded this lake is. My understanding is that this is an all-time record, and I'll believe it. I've lived here quite a while and I've never seen it like this. The beach is open, it's just part of it that's closed off. So if you're watching this shortly after I film it and the floodwaters haven't receded, you still can go to the beach. Good news for all you sunbathers and swimmers and whatnot. And see, there's a bunch of other boats out in the lake tonight. It's a very calm evening. This is a very light chop. There's no chop. It's pretty calm. That's not usual for this lake. There's usually a little bit of a chop. It's not a huge lake, so it's not like threatening to a little watercraft like mine, but this is still fairly calm. There's no wind, and that must be why there's all sorts of boats out here. Okay, so the boat launch is that bit of concrete under the water where you can't really see it. The floodwaters have actually come up to cover the walking path that goes near the boat launch. But it's way under there. And there you can see a thing I was talking about with the zebra mussels. It's been a problem in a lot of lakes. Especially anything that may have a creek watershed like this. Save our summer. Yeah, summer might be getting flooded out here. On the other hand, I did smell barbecue when I was by the swimming beach there, so that was a sure indication somebody's not letting this get in the way of their summer. So this is the Cedar Avenue Bridge between the two bays. I don't know if you want to call one a bay because it's smaller than the other part, but between the two parts, and normally you can go through those iron pillars over there without any sort of problem. That's how much higher they are. In fact, it looks like going underneath I could probably like reach up with my paddle and touch the underside, and no, normally you can't do that. And over there, a couple of people fishing. See, that looks like they're waiting. Normally that's completely dry land. They're usually a few feet up. Okay, it might not be the most exciting video, but I think I have an idea of a safe place where I can put the phone. Still leave the camera visible, so let's see how that works out. Alright, that's still visible. Okay, let's see what happens. Maybe I can paddle and record at the same time. Stay up. Okay. Try and get with the recording. See if I can record and paddle it all at once here. First bit didn't work out. We'll see if this one does. This isn't maybe the most exciting bit of footage. Watch somebody paddling at a slow paddling speed. I wouldn't try it if the lake was rougher, but I'm just too paranoid about losing the phone. So it looks like over here too, the walking path is pretty deeply underwater. In fact, the edge of the lake, well, you can tell by the tree line. Gives you a rough idea where the lake usually goes. I have to watch I don't bang into a wall here. Okay, so this is the walking path, and see, that's a... Ooh, this is... Still focusing. There we go. Well, that is a male mallard, where normally male mallards or mallards of any gender or waterfowl of any sort do not go. It doesn't seem to care that I'm here. Maybe it's just a camera hog, hoping to see itself on YouTube later on. So the water's getting a little shallow here for the kayak, but yeah, that's how flooded it is. And that pond right there is normally not a pond. It's a wet spot generally, but it's not a pond. Back in the pocket, gonna have another try at the paddling. See if I can go onto the walking path here. No. Nope, can't. Almost. Bet I could have when the flood waters is just a little bit higher a couple days ago. Here we go. I am on the walking path. I found a spot that's deep enough. It's not terribly deep. You can kind of see the asphalt down there, but let's see if I can travel along the walking path for a little ways here. This is shallow, so I'm a little less concerned about the phone. Alright. Try again. It's tricky to set this up forward and not turn it off. I think I'm managing. Okay. There we go. And we are on the Lake Nokomis walking path. So when I was paddling over on the other side of the lake, I did notice I was the subject of other people's recordings. The funny man who was taking a boat over the walking paths, or sidewalks, whatever they were there. But definitely in the lawn part of the park, not on the lake part of the park. And I'm being recorded again. I don't mean this one, I mean someone else's film. Okay. Hitting the limit here. It's getting a little shallower there. Here we are, taking a stroll of sorts. That's kind of like a stroll. This thing goes at basically like a normal walking speed, or even a little bit slower than that. I think. I never really measured it. Maybe a fast walking speed. Fast and trying to walk through So I'm taking my little kayak into parts of the lake where I've never been before. Unexplored territory, other than the fact that pedestrians use this all the time. I've been around here by bicycle many, many times. I'm just seeing it from slightly lower to the ground. Oh dear. Alright. Hitting shallow spots. Oh, and there's the female mallard. See if I can get her in the picture. And zoom in a bit. There we go. That's as much as I can zoom in. Alright, got a little wildlife. I describe this area, an arm or an inlet or a creek or something. It's what it looks like. It's not really an inlet because it's just a shallow flooded area that's really long and usually wet, but not this traversable. This bridge is a lot closer than it ever has been before, and I paddled up here just because there's never been this much water in here before. And it's also easy to get here. Usually you gotta pick your way around fallen trees and low hanging branches and so on. They're finding the spots where it's deep enough to get through, but not this time. Okay, the sun is getting low, so I think I'm gonna have to forget about recording and get back to my vehicle while I still have enough light. Actually, I did have one last comment, and I was going to pull up the phone and start making it back there in the flooded area, but then the mosquitoes started coming out. Plus, I am kind of racing the sun here. You know, the current just turned me away from the sun. Trust me, it's really, really low. So, this is just after the summer solstice, and maybe it's just me. It seems like you take the lengthening days for granted up until the summer solstice, and then you go, oh my gosh, the days are getting shorter. Summer has officially started, but yet it started and the days are shortening, and it's just, am I the only one who finds that wildly depressing? Maybe it's just me. Anyway, over that way, that line of trees is the north end of the lake, and somewhere on the other side of those is my truck. I'm not sure where, so I'm aiming in the general direction, and I'll have to figure a way through the trees, which I probably will manage because I managed to get out here. Yeah, there's the setting sun that I'm racing before I run out of daylight and can't see what I'm doing, and the mosquitoes get thick. It's fine out here in the middle of the lake, but when you get to shore, it's not going to be so much fun.